Have you ever listened to a band like American Football and wonder how they make such melodic yet intricate guitar parts? Today, I'm here to tell you about how to make your very own Midwest Emo song, what it needs, and what the various components that go into writing guitar. I myself have been a part of a Midwest Emo band for a number of years, so I know the ins and outs of writing guitar part for songs. To start, let's define Midwest Emo. According to Lear Galil's article, Midwest Emo Catches Its Second Wind, published in the Chicago Reader on August 5th, 2013. Midwest Emo is defined as cycling guitar parts, chugging bass lines, and unconventional singing that sound like a sweet neighbor kid with no vocal training, but plenty of heart. So, before you begin, you need a guitar, a capo, a 1/4-inch guitar cable, an amplifier for your guitar, and it's optional. I won't be using one today, but you can also use a guitar pick. Additionally, you need a tuner to tune your guitar. I use the Fender app on my phone, but you can also use a plug-in tuner, or you can have a clip-on one that goes on the top of your guitar. That's your choice. So before we actually start playing with the guitar, you need to take your guitar out of standard tuning and put it into an open tuning or a more melodic sounding one. Now, this is what a guitar sounds like in standard, with no fingers on the frets, just openly played. Now, it's a bit out of tune, but you get the idea. It's not melodic sounding. It doesn't produce any pleasant sounds, pleasant chords off the just openly strung. This is what a guitar sounds like with an open tuning. Now, as you can see, this one produces an actual note. It sounds a little bit better. According to Sweetwater, they define an open tuning in their article, Open Tuning Sweetwater, published on January 5th of 2006, as an alternate tuning to standard that produces a major or minor chord when openly strung, as you just saw. So now that you have tuned your guitar into an open tuning, we are also going to use this capo and put it on a bit higher part of the neck. I like to place mine on my 4th fret, but I've also seen bands put it on their 7th fret, their 9th fret, their 12th fret. Just makes it a bit easier to go up and down the guitar, and it makes it a bit nicer sounding, puts it on a higher pitch. I like that. Now that you've set up your guitar to sound right, we're going to plug the 1/4-inch into our electric, and we're just going to turn our amp on. So now we get that crisp tone out from the amplifier. Now that that's complete, you're going to use a number of components for the actual playing itself and creating the riff. It's a combination. Midwest Emo songs are a combination of twinkly guitar parts and power chords. According to Reddit user Hinata Kawamoto and his post on December 9th, 2018, titled, "How would you describe the word twinkly, twinkle in connection with math rock," published on Reddit, twinkly guitar is best defined as quick melodies that often use open strings and tapping. That's an example I just came up with the top of my head, but as you can see, it's using a combination of pull-offs, hammer-ons, and slides. Now, additionally to that, you're going to want to use power chords, which are just instead of a regular chord, which uses 3 or 4 fingers on the guitar, you're just going to use 2, 3 maybe. It's just a really simple, broken down version that it allows you to switch between them pretty fast. So now that we have the guitar components for the actual song, I've compiled a little guitar riff myself that I'm going to demonstrate for you. And this is what they all sound like when put together. Now, some things you want to avoid when playing guitar for a Midwest Emo song is you want to really, at the beginning, you want to slow down your playing. I played it a bit fast, but I've practiced this over and over and over. Especially when you're trying to get those twinkly parts, you don't want to rush it and make them sound sloppy. Otherwise, it kind of takes away from the whole song. And you don't want to use too happy sounding chords and chord progressions. I used Here's an example of a more happy one. See how it sounds a bit brighter, a bit less sad. And that's part of emo. You want it to sound a little bit somber, a little bit sad. So today I told you about the requirements for making a Midwest emo song, the steps needed, and the various components of the guitar that you need to change and add to make your very own Midwest emo guitar riff. Now, I hope you get out there, make a Midwest emo band, play a couple basement shows, and just have a wonderful time in the scene. Thank you.